Spider-Man: Far From Home director sets record straight on plot hole. Last month, the cast of Spider-Man: Far From Home went on Jimmy Kimmel's Late Night Show and were apparently stumped when the host grilled them on a supposed Avengers Endgame error. Since Far From Home takes place 5 years after Thanos initially snapped half of life out of existence, Kimmel asked the cast why, then, are you all still in high school? After all, watch Spider-Man: Far From Home trailer The Independent. Why are we still in high school? Said Tom Holland. Jacob Batalon added, it might be one of the biggest plot holes of all time. Headlines didn't really question it, saying Holland didn't understand the plot hole and the cast was stumped to be the apparent faux pas. But wait, isn't this answer already out there? At the end of Avengers Endgame, once the previously snapped people are brought back to life, you see Holland's Peter Parker reunite with Batalon's Ned at school, making it appear that they both had been snapped away and have now returned to be the same age. Far From Home direct, so it seems clear why the characters haven't aged in the meantime, something the cast should be aware of. If that's the case, Watts confirmed the cast was just playing coy. The director was actually at the taping of Jimmy Kimmel Live. But he was in the audience and couldn't do anything to clear up the confusion. I was like, guys, come on. Explain it. Gallery Spider-Man: Far From Home. What we know so far. Microsoft Photos. There are so many ideas we had, he said. I was talking to, he added. Thanos said all living entities, all living beings, half of all of them, so does that include bacteria? Did half of the stump? What would happen to people in motion, if you're in a car or in an airplane? Said the director. Obviously, they didn't blip back in the middle of the sky and fall to the earth because so many people would die. Watts said there are so many questions, but we just stuck with the ones that made sense in our story. I was like, you know what, I am not going to touch that one, Watts joked, explaining the idea was really that everyone came back in one piece. That's the thing. Everyone arrived. Gallery 10 reasons why we love Tom Holland and you should too. Jets.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park,